All right, back at the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex. Game 2 of a doubleheader between Carson-Newman and Concord. On deck, Eagles won game 1 6-0. And now hand the ball to Sierra Rogers in the circle for the nightcap. Rogers is 0-3 on the season with a 6.86 ERA, and her first pitch is upstairs to Kylie Stacy for ball 1 to begin the at-bat. Stacy had 3 hits in game 1 for Concord. She had half of the Mountain Lions' 6 hits from the opening game of the Twinville. The 1-0, Rogers pitches. It's dribbled to the right side of the circle. Hughes fields, nobody covering first, and Stacy's aboard with a leadoff single. I think Kennedy Warder at second thought that Macy Hughes was going to be able to make the play on the ball herself. It was such a slow roller that Hughes needed somebody covering to get Stacy. Here comes Jolie Privet. First pitch, swing and a miss, throw down to second. Is that in time? No. Dye got it in her glove, tapped Stacy on the noggin, but Stacy has successfully swiped her 11th base of the season without being caught. 0-1. Rogers deals. Upstairs for a ball to Privet. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Privet, and Concord, after a leadoff infield single, has a runner in scoring position after the stolen base. The 1-1. Taken for a strike, it's 1-2. Rogers in the circle for Carson-Newman. Macaulay Bailey will catch game 2. Infield, exactly the same for the Eagles as game 1. The 1-2. Zips on the outside edge for a called strike 3, and Privet takes a seat looking. 1 away for Lacey Lewis. Finish the Eagles' defensive alignment. You got Brooke Matazowski at third, Hayden Dye at short, Kennedy Warder at second, and Macy Hughes at first. Same infield as game 1. 1 change in the outfield from game number 1. As Rogers wheels and deals to Lewis, swinging a foul back to the backstop, 0-1. Trinity Brooks stays in left. Abby Martin plays in center. And the change is Mary Vandergrift taking over in right. That's where Sierra Rogers played in game number 1. 0-1 to Lewis. Rogers pitches. Well upstairs to Lewis. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Lewis. Rogers pitches. Lewis takes a strike. Take that back. Thought Joseph Dempsey's holler was for a strike, but he was signaling ball without the hand motion. 2-1. The pitch. Check swing and a pitch outside. 3-1 to Lewis. 1 out and a runner in scoring position for the Mountain Lions in the top of the first. Lewis 0-3 in game number 1. He stands in. Rogers delivers the 3-1. Swing and a miss. She pumps it past her, and that loads the count at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes with an out. Stacy on second after a leadoff single and a stolen base with no score here in the top of the first. Rogers wheels and deals. The payoff pitch. Touch low for ball 4. So a 1-out walk for Lacey Lewis. That brings up the starting pitcher for game 2, Madison Hollis. Hollis was the DP in game 1 and went 0-3. Rogers climbs aboard and delivers the first pitch. Runners on the move, throw down to third. Matazowski swipes the tag, but Stacy slides to the outfield side of the bag and gets around it. So she takes second. Lewis stayed put at first. And so you got runners on the corners. And a 1-0 count on Hollis. The pitch. Clubbed foul off of first and over the press box. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on the corners for the Mountain Lions, trying to dent the scoreboard for the first time today in this doubleheader. Eagles picked up the shutout in game 1. Rogers, 1-1 offering. Taken inside for a ball, it's 2-1. 15 pitches for Sierra Rogers, 7 for strikes. Eagles in all white jerseys, white tops, white trousers. The Eagle Head logo adorns the front of the jerseys and is the only thing on the front of the jersey tops. Blue numerals on the rear of the jerseys. The pants have a thin blue stripe up the sides of the legs. The 2-1 to Hollis. Runner on the move. Bailey pump fakes a throw. She will concede second base to Lewis to prevent the double steal, letting Stacy come home. That's 2-2. Two in scoring position. The pitch. Nub shot in the air. Matazowski drops it as she lays out. Couldn't keep it in her glove, and Hollis is aboard on an infield single. Brooke Matazowski gave it a go, but could not keep it in her glove as she laid out in fair territory. And this brings up Morgan. Bases loaded, 1 out as Rogers pitches. It's foul to the backstop, 0-1. So a stressful situation for the Eagles here in the top of the first inning. A pair of infield singles and a walk have loaded the bases for the Mountain Lions around a strikeout to Privet. Morgan's hitting .400 on the season. She's 1 for 3 in game 1, and she's tardy on the 0-1 offering, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No score in the top of the first. Rogers sights the sign, the 0-2. Taken outside for a ball, 1-2. The positive for the Eagles is that there is a force at every base. If the ball's hit on the infield. The positive for the Mountain Lions is that a fly ball to the outfield gives you a lead. 1 out, bases loaded for Concord. The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball hit to deep center field. Retreating back is Abby Martin. She circles under it, makes the grab, throws to the cutoff, die it short. Throw to third is not in time, and Morgan does her job with a sacrifice fly to center field. Lewis and Stacy both move up a base with Stacy scoring, and the Mountain Lions draw first blood. It's 1-0 with 2 away in the top of the first. Good poke and a productive poke for Morgan to plate the go-ahead run. Up comes Klein, who takes low for a ball, 1-0. Klein had a pinch hit single up the middle in the 7th inning of the 6-0 Carson-Newman win in game number 1. The 1-0. Taken for a strike at the thighs, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Lewis on third, Hollis on first for the Mountain Lions with a 1-0 lead. The 1-1. Popped foul by Klein, back and out of play. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Down and in for a ball, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Rogers, the wind and the delivery. Hit foul by Klein to the netting behind home plate. The count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 26 pitches here in the top of the first for Sierra Rogers, 15 for strikes. The break-even pitch to Klein is swung on, laced to right. That's down for a base hit. Lewis scores standing. The throw to first is in time. Pardon me, Lewis does not score standing because Mary Vandergriff has the wherewithal to throw out Klein at first. Classic inning-ending 9-3 putout. And how about Carson-Newman after the Mountain Lions loaded the bases with one out, are able to get out of the inning with only one run across. But Concord does lead 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the first on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Abby Martin leads off the bottom of the first for Carson-Newman, taking a ball from Madison Hollis. Hollis, a perfect 3-0 on the season with a 1.29 ERA. She deals the 1-0. Drop ball low, 2-0. To Abby Martin. Hollis, fourth start of the season. She's made it a complete game once. 15 strikeouts on the year, and opponents only hitting .258 off of her. The 2-0. Fights inside for a ball. 3-0. 1-0 Concord leading here in the bottom of the first. A sacrifice fly lights the lamp for the Mountain Lions. The pitch downstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk to start things off for Abby Martin. This sends Trinity Brooks to the plate. Brooks, 1 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts in game 1. As Hollis pitches. And Brooks takes a strike at about 0-1. Hollis, great strikeout to walk ratio. Just her third free pass issued on the season against the 15 punch-outs. The 0-1. Brooks swings and misses. Actually, she got a piece. As Joseph Dempsey says, foul tip. She's behind in the count, 0-2. Martin on first for the Eagles. The 0-2. Martin running. It's a little dribbler to third. Grabbed by Garvey. And Brooks able to leg out the infield single. A lot of action on the base paths there as Martin took off. And Garvey, just a split second, she double clutched and did not have a throw as a result of the double clutch. 2 aboard for the Eagles, a walk and an infield single for Macy Hughes. Hollis pitches, Hughes squares to bunt, shoots it back to the circle. It's Hollis fielding, throwing to first in time to the second baseman, Raines covering. Hughes puts a 1-4 sacrifice bunt into practice. And the Eagles move the fleet of foot pairing, Martin and Brooks, into scoring position. 1 out, 2 in scoring position for Macaulay Bailey. Tyne runs 60 feet away. Go ahead, run 120 feet away for Bailey to work with. First pitch to Bailey is low in the turf for a ball, 1-0. Bailey had the 2-run moonshot in game 1. That started Carson-Newman scoring. 1-0. Bailey hits foul to the backstop. It's 1-1. 4 home runs on the season already for Macaulay Bailey in 37 trips to the plate. 1-1. Bailey, laser beam into center field. It rolls quickly up to Privet. Throw is cut off by Lewis, but Bailey drives in two with a scorching single to center. Martin and Brooks both score, and Carson-Newman has taken the lead. It's 2-1 off of Bailey's rip to center. It brings up Brooke Matazowski. First pitch to her is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes, one out. Eagles out to a 2-1 lead on the Mountain Lions. The pitch, Matazowski pops into the air to right. Routine for Stacy, who ranges in and plucks it out of the sky to put away Matazowski. 2 away for Hayden Dye. 303 hitter for Dye. A 2-1 lead for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the first, thanks to Macaulay Bailey's 2-run single into center. First pitch to Dye is taken on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Dye climbs back into the box, swings at this pitch, dribbles it through the left side of the infield. That's a base hit. Senai single for Hayden Dye. Eagles keep the line moving with a 2-out knock for Kennedy Warder. Warder brought her back to life with a multi-hit effort in game one. She was 2 for 2 at the plate and drove in a pair of runs. Looking for a 2-out knock here with Bailey and Dye on the base paths as Hollis deals a strike at the knees, 0-1. Warder got her second hit of the season with a runner in scoring position in game number 1, the 0-1. Warder will loft into the air. Running in is the second baseman, Raines, who makes a shoestring grab near the right field line to put away Warder. But the Eagles answer. Macaulay Bailey, a 2-run single into center field, puts the Eagles ahead 2-1 after 1. And we return to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield Softball Complex after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
It as we come to the top of the second. Sacrifice fly for the Mountain Lions. Kendall Morgan in the first is answered by a 2-run single for Carson-Newman's Macaulay Bailey in the bottom half of the inning. And now Raines will lead things off for the Mountain Lions, taking low for a ball to begin the at-bat at 1-0 against Sierra Rogers. Raines 0 for 3, batting out of the 2-hole in game number 1. She moves down to the 7th spot here in the nightcap and takes high for ball 2 to begin, or to start off the at-bat at 2-0. 2-1 Eagles leading here in the top of the second. Raines has been on base every time she's hit leadoff in an inning this season. The 2-0, swing and a line drive into right center field. That will get down for a base hit. Martin cuts it off. Throws off her back foot to second. It one-hops Dye. as Rain slides in with a double. And the streak of leadoff success continues for Rains. A leadoff double to the right center field gap. Martin did a nice job getting it in quickly. And for the second consecutive inning, the Mountain Lions have a runner on second with nobody out. Here comes Garvey. Rogers pitches, and Garvey takes off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Garvey hitting .308. 0 for 1 in game one, but she was on base twice. Got plunked and walked. 1-0. Rogers deals. Taken for a strike above the knees on the inner half. It's 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nobody out with Rains with solid speed on second base. Rogers sights the sign, delivers. Pitch upstairs. Bunt was shown by Garvey. She pulled it back as the pitch went high, and it's 2-1. Rogers, the pitch. Garvey squares to bunt, shoots it back to the circle. It goes wide of the circle. Rogers picks it up, throws to first in time to Warder on a bang-bang play. Hustle from Sierra Rogers after it skittered past her to pick it up with a backhanded throw. She's able to make the out at first, but it's a productive out as Garvey moves Rains over to third base, and now Macaulay Bailey will come out from behind the plate to bring the infield together. 1 out, tying run 60 feet away for the Mountain Lions. Trailing Carson-Newman 2-1 here in the top of the second. The catcher Gleason stands in, hitting .200. He was 0 for 3 in game one. Righty stays back of the dish in an all-maroon jersey with a white belt. As Rogers pitches, Gleason swings and misses. She's late, and it's 0-1. 0 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 2-1 Eagles leading in the top of the second. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2 to Gleason. Rogers in the driver's seat. Rains doubled to right center to lead off the inning. Moves to third on the sacrifice. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Timely punch out for Sierra Rogers, her 21st of the season, and her second of this one. And now Concord cannot score the tying run with an out. Brings up Stacy, who has hit successfully 4 times today. She takes low to begin the at-bat, 1-0. Stacy, an infield single to first to start her outing in game 2, the 1-0. Taken on the outside edge for a strike. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away with a runner on third and Rains for the Mountain Lions in the top of the second. The 1-1. Finds the outside edge for strike 2. 2-1. Rogers a K away from battling out of the leadoff double. The 1-2. Taken low to even the count at 2-2 by Stacy. Stacy with oodles of speed. Hasn't had a ball leave the infield, but she's got 4 singles on the day. The 2-2. Laced foul off of the facing of Concord's dugout on the third base side. It's 2-2. 42 pitches, 25 for strikes for Sierra Rogers in the circle. 6th pitch of this at-bat coming up. Rogers unfurls it. It's swung on and tipped foul to the backstop. Do it again at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-1, Eagles leading, top of the second. But the Mountain Lions threatening with the tying run 60 feet away. Rogers, the break-even pitch, is fouled off the facing of Concord's dugout. Do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Stacy hanging around. She sees an 8th pitch in this sequence, in this at-bat. Rogers steps off, climbs back aboard the rubber, and is set for the 2-2. Here it comes. Taken low for ball 3, 3-2. Rain 60 feet away for Concord, and a chance to tie this game. Payoff pitch coming. Rogers wheels and deals. Swung on, left side of the circle. Picked up by Dye at short. Throw to first is in time to retire Stacy. And the Mountain Lions strand the tying run on third base. Morris, Vandergriff, and Martin to the plate for Carson-Newman when we return after these messages. This is Carson-Newman Softball on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East
First pitch to Winter Morris is in for ball 1. It's 1-0 to her. Hollis delivers low again, 2-0 to the designated player. Winter Morris, who's hitting $182 this season. The freshman Morris stands in the pitch, taken for a strike at the knees, 2-1. Morris, 2 hits on the year. They have both come in Carson-Newman wins. Against Eckerd, the pitch. Morris swings, bounces it off the mitt of the first baseman Klein. It rolls slowly and is picked up by Raines, who wins the race to the bag to put away Morris. A screaming ball off the bat, knocked down by Klein. And the out completed by Raines, backing her up. 1 up, 1 down for Mary Vandergriff. The right fielder stands in and takes low to begin the at-bat at 1-0. Finish the thought on Winter Morris's hits. Hit successfully in Game 1 against Eckerd and at the Charger chill-out against Christian Brothers. Both Carson-Newman wins. The 1-0. Vandergriff swings, chops it over the circle. Charging in is the shortstop, Lewis. Throw to first, not in time. Mary Vandergriff legs out an infield single. And Carson-Newman has a 1-out base runner off of its 4th hit of the day, as Vandergriff, bang, bang, beats the throw to first. So a 1-out base runner for Abby Martin to work with. Hollis pitches to her, and Martin takes off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Martin worked a 4-pitch walk to open up this contest. 1-0. Hollis pitches. It bounces in the turf. A wild pitch clips home plate umpire Joseph Dempsey. He is down. Vandergriff takes second on the wild pitch. And Carson-Newman's sports medicine staff and both coaches out to check on home plate umpire Joseph Dempsey. Pitch was in the dirt, or in the turf, and it skipped up and hit him right where you don't want to get hit. Dempsey will stand up, take a few deep breaths, test things out, and he appears to be no worse for wear. So Martin climbs back in with a 2-0 count. The pitch taken on the outside edge for a strike, 2-1. Again, the appropriate ruling on that is wild pitch, not passed ball. And that's why Vandergrift's on second. The pitch, Martin checks her swing at a strike on the outer half, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 2-1 Eagles leading, bottom of the second. Runner in scoring position in Mary Vandergrift. Here's the 2-2. Martin swings, little nub shot into the hole at second, scooped up by Rain. She'll throw to first in time to get Martin, but it's a productive out, moving Vandergrift over to third base. 2 outs. Runner on third in Mary Vandergrift. And Trinity Brooks steps in. Brooks hit an infield single to third her first time through and then came around to score. First pitch is fouled off of the right leg of the catcher Gleason, and it's 0-1. Sunny skies here at the Vic. A few cumulus clouds starting to make their way into the upper atmosphere. Golden hues on Mossy Creek. The 0-1, swing and a miss by Brooks, and she's behind at 0-2. Mary Vandergrift, an infield single to short with 1 out. Took second on the wild pitch, moved to third on the ground out. The 0-2. Downstairs to Brooks. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2-1, Eagles leading, bottom of the second. Hollis, the pitch. Brooks swings, chops it back to the circle. Hollis fields her position. An underhand flip to first to Klein in time to retire Brooks. 1-3. So the Eagles threaten but leave Mary Vandergrift stuck on third base. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Mountain Lions when we return after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
2-1, Carson-Newman leads it as we come to the top of the third inning. Privet, Lewis, and Hollis to the bat rack for the Mountain Lions. Left-hand hitting Privet stands in and takes the first pitch strike from Sierra Rogers to open up her second trip to the plate. A strikeout looking for Privet, her first time through. Rogers sights the sign, the 0-1, stays high for a ball, 1-1. Slew of action around the softball diamonds in the South Atlantic Conference on this Sunday. The 1-1 popped into the air, left field line. Trinity Brooks racing into foul ground. She slides down, reaches out, extends the glove, and puts away Privet on an acrobatic diving grab. 1 away for the shortstop, Lacey Lewis. A couple run rule games have gone final. Catawba holds serve at home against Mount Olive, 8-0 in game one of a twin bill. So does Limestone in 6 innings, 8-0 against Lee's McCray. First pitch to Lewis is low for a ball, 1-0.
Sienna likes to do that.
Lenore Rhine tallies a shutout against Barton, 4-0 in game one of a doubleheader. And in the bottom of the 5th inning, here's the 1-0. Popped into the air by Lewis. It's in foul ground first base side, and it lands on the pavement outside the park, 1-1. Saginaw Valley State is in position to run rule Lincoln Memorial. It's a 13-2 lead for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the 4th of game 2, Mount Olive has a 4-1 lead on Catawba. Here's the 1-1. Way upstairs to Lewis. 2-1. And in the top of the 4th inning, Emery and Henry and King are deadlocked 4 runs apiece over in Bristol. The 2-1 to Lewis. Pop foul back and out of play. Do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here on the banks of Mossy Creek, Carson-Newman holds a 2-1 lead on Concord in the top of the 3rd inning. Mountain Lions scored their run in the first off of a sacrifice fly. Here's the 2-2. Hit foul betwixt Bailey's wickets and at the backstop. Do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mountain Lions sacrifice fly came from Kendall Morgan. Eagles would respond in the bottom of the 1st with a 2-run single to center from Macaulay Bailey. And here we sit at 2-1 in the top of the 3rd. Rogers, 2-2 pitch. Hit foul by Lewis off of her left foot. Try to get it 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up to Lacey Lewis, who walked and got stranded at 3rd her first time through. 0 for 3 for the doubleheader officially. The 2-2 pitch. Burns the turf. It's dropped by Bailey. Picks it up. The throw to first. Bounces away from Macy Hughes. And Lewis is aboard on a strikeout wild pitch. Pitch was in the turf. Bailey's throw to first one-hopped Macy Hughes, but it was always going to be late. And up comes Hollis. First pitch to her is a strike at the belt, and it's 0-1. Hollis, an infield single to 3rd, her last time up. On a little squib shot that Brooke Matazowski laid out for, but couldn't squeeze it. Ball rolled out of her glove, the 0-1. Bounced back to the circle. Rogers knocks it down. Dye charges from short, scoops it up, throws to first in time to put away Hollis. Productive out, moving Lewis into scoring position. And there's 2 away for Kendall Morgan. Putout goes down 1-6-3 on Hollis. And the 400 hitting, Kendall Morgan stands in, already having driven in 1 today. First pitch to her is tipped foul off of Bailey, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. A 2-1 lead for Carson-Newman in the top of the 3rd. A run off of 3 hits and no errors for the Mountain Lions with 3 left. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 left for the Eagles. Rogers, the 0-1. Popped foul to the right and out of play. It's 0-2. The pitch. Taken inside for ball 1. And it's 1-2 to Morgan. Runner on second in Lewis, who does have speed with 3 stolen bases this season. Rogers delivers the 1-2 to the plate. Swung on, lifted to center field by Morgan. Martin ranging back. It one-hops the wall. The tying run is in as Morgan slides in head first to second base. And it's a 2-2 ball game with a 2-out double over the head of Martin in center to plate Lewis from 2 bases away. Concord levels it up. Morgan has driven in both of the runs in this one. A sacrifice fly and an RBI double to center field. Brings up Klein. The first pitch to her is taken high for a ball. It's 1-0. Twin line scores so far. Both teams with 2 runs, both teams with 4 hits, both teams with no errors, and both teams with 3 runners left on base. Rogers brings the 1-0 to the plate. It burns the turf for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 ball game, top of the 3rd. Rogers back aboard the slab. She brings the 2-0 to the plate. It's tipped foul, back to the backstop, 2-1 to Klein. After this one for Carson-Newman, it's a fairly tight turnaround. The Eagles will take on Kentucky State for the first time in school history on Tuesday at 1 p.m., the 2-1. Klein lifts to center field. Martin ranging back to the warning track. She stumbles and makes the catch at her waist, going back into the right to get Klein on a well-struck ball. But a 2-out double from Morgan does what Concord needed it to do, and that's tie this game. It's 2-2 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. Shopseeandeagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at shopseeandeagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew.
Leads things off for Carson-Newman in the home half of the 3rd as Hollis pitches low to her for a ball. And a 1-0 count to begin her second plate appearance. Hughes, a sacrifice bunt her first time through, takes low for ball 2. And she's in the driver's seat at 2-0. 2-2 ball game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. The pitch. Hughes swings, stabs it through the left side of the infield. Leadoff single for Macy Hughes. Bounced just to the right of Garvey's glove at 3rd. And Hughes rolls to first with a leadoff base hit for Macaulay Bailey to work with. First pitch to Bailey. Taken high for a ball, 1-0. Hollis, the 1-0 offering. Bailey hits the changeup foul off of 3rd. Garvey gives it a wave, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out after Hughes gets on base with a single. 5th hit of the day for Carson-Newman in the nightcap. 1-1. Hollis checks her wrist for the sign. The 1-1. Bailey watches it shoot low. For ball 2, it's 2-1. A 2-run first for the Eagles. A run in the first, a run in the third for the Mountain Lions. The 2-1. Bailey hangs high, twisting down the left field line. It is foul, but out of the park. Straighten it up, and Bailey has her second blast of the doubleheader as that ball rolls all the way down Davis Street and will find its way down to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. 2-2 to Macaulay Bailey. Hollis pitches. Bailey swings. This one is ripped into the glove of the shortstop Lewis. She dived. Her momentum carried her to second, where she tags out Macy Hughes. Unlucky for Macaulay Bailey. Spectacular work by Lacey Lewis, robbing her of a base hit. Out number one as Bailey replaces Hughes at first, and Brooke Matazowski comes up. First pitch to Matazowski's on the outside edge for a strike. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the third. Hollis the 0-1. Matazowski watches it bounce in front of the plate, and Bailey will take second on the wild pitch. Macaulay Bailey, good alert base running. Got a good read on it as it skittered away from Gleason behind the plate. 1-1 to Matazowski, the pitch. Matazowski skies into the air, first base side, foul territory, and out of play. 1-2. Matazowski flied out to right, her first time up. The pitch off the plate for ball 2. Matazowski's 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored for the doubleheader. Walked twice in game 1 and scored runs both times. The 2-2 is a changeup. Matazowski waves over the top of it. Catcher Gleason dropped the ball and throws to first in time to put away Matazowski. Bailey was darting off of second. Gave Klein something to think about at first. And there's 2 away for Hayden Dye. Dye 1 for 1 on the day. As Hollis pitches to her, and Dye takes on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Dye bounced a single through the left side, her first time through. 324 hitters, batting 167 with runners in scoring position. The 0-1. Dye takes away for a ball. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Eagles looking for their second 2-out hit of the nightcap. 1-1. Dye bounces into Concord's dugout. That's tough to do. She hit it over what's a very tall fence, a 12-foot tall fence in front of the dugout, off the front lip of the dugout, and into the dugout. Tough to do. 1-2. Dye swings. Slow roller underneath Lewis's glove at short. Bailey rounding third. She will score. The throw gets away from the catcher, and Dye is off to third base. Eagles lead on an error. So Dye reaches on an E6 and takes third on the throwing error by the left fielder. 3-2, Eagles lead it. Ball rolled underneath of Lacey Lewis's glove at short, and then Morgan's throw bounced in. Warder at the plate grounds out to second and Raines to end the inning. But Carson-Newman strikes thanks to 2 Lion miscues. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors in the inning, a runner left on base, and Carson-Newman carries a 3-2 lead after 3. We're back after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Courtney Rains leads things off for Concord in the top of the fourth, trailing Carson-Newman 3-2 as Sierra Rogers goes to work and throws a pitch in the turf for a ball, 1-0. Rogers, 3 innings, has given up 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, with 3 strikeouts and a walk. Concord, half of the Mountain Lions' hits have been doubles against her, the 1-0. Hit back up the box. Warder gives it a wave at second, but rolls into center field for a leadoff single for Rains. Third time today that Concord has gotten its leadoff batter on base. Stacy scored a run in the first on a Morgan sacrifice fly. Rains doubled to lead off the second, but got stranded at third base. Up comes Garvey, who has a sacrifice bunt in her lone plate appearance today. Rogers deals to her. It's in the turf for a ball, 1-0. Rains has some speed at first. 2 stolen bases on the year. She hasn't been caught stealing. A 3-2 lead for the Eagles in the top of the fourth. The 1-0. Burns the turf for ball 2, 2-0. 70 pitches now for Sierra Rogers. 43 have been for strikes. The 2-0. Chopped over the head of Rogers in the circle. Dye charges from short, throws on the run to first. In time to Hughes to put away Garvey. 6-3. Productive out. Functions as a sacrifice, moving Rains over to second base. And there's 1 out in the top of the fourth. Concord with a runner in scoring position for the 9-hole hitting Gleason. Gleason, a strikeout victim, 1 of 3 on the day for Sierra Rogers. She represented the second out of the second inning. Gleason hitting a .190, stands in. First pitch to her. Down and in for a ball, 1-0. High, ball 2. The 2-0. Burns the turf for ball 3. Macy Hughes comes over from first base to offer a word of encouragement to Sierra Rogers. Rogers goes back to work in a 3-0 hole. Here's the pitch. Down and in for ball 4. 4 straight out of the zone. And Gleason's aboard on the second free pass of the day from Sierra Rogers. 2 on, 1 out for the Mountain Lions. Top of the fourth inning, trailing Carson-Newman 3-2. And that will be the end of the line for Sierra Rogers. Nicolette Ferguson is coming in to pitch. More on her when we come back after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700.
Nicolette Ferguson is the new pitcher for Carson-Newman. She offers a first pitch strike to Stacy. Swing and miss on the second. And it's 0-2 to Stacy, who's 1 for 2 on the day and is working on 4 hits for the doubleheader. Comes in with Raines and Gleason on the base paths and 1 out, trailing 3-2 in the top of the 4th. The pitch tipped foul off of first. 0-2. Nicolette Ferguson is 1-0 this season. 14 1/3 innings of work. She is the program's all-time leader in career games finished. And has a 1.95 ERA this season. The 0-2. Called strike 3, outer black. Stacy takes a seat looking. Nicolette Ferguson comes in and fires 4 straight strikes to get a punch out on a very hard out in Stacy. And there's 2 away for Privet. Ferguson deals. Lefty Privet takes low for a ball. 1-0. Privet 0 for 2 in the nightcap. She struck out looking and has fouled out on a nice diving grab and left by Trinity Brooks. 1-0. On the outside edge for a strike, it's 1-1. Sierra Rogers with a 3 1/3 inning start is responsible for Raines and Gleason on the base path, so you can't close the book on her just yet. Here's the 1-1. A changeup. Bites on the knees for strike 2, and it's 1-2. But since she only pitched 3 1/3 innings, unless Carson-Newman were to run rule Concord, the 1-2. Just outside for a ball, 2-2. Unless the Eagles were to run rule Concord, Rogers would not qualify for the win. You need 4 innings pitched in a 7-inning game to qualify for a pitching victory. The 2-2. Swung on, bounced foul off of first base, outside the reach of a diving Macy Hughes, and it's 2-2. But if Carson-Newman were to somehow score 7 runs over the next 2 innings and keep Concord scoreless, Sierra Rogers would, oddly enough, qualify for the win. The 2-2 is a changeup in the turf for a ball, 3-2. And in that situation, strangely enough, Nicolette Ferguson would qualify for a save. 3-2. Swing and a bouncer, back up the box, base hit. Martin charging in from center and throws an absolute seed to Bailey at the plate to keep the runners where they are. Firm work for Abby Martin in center field to keep that to a single and keep Raines and Gleason on third and second, respectively. 2 out, bases loaded for the shortstop, Lacey Lewis. A walk and a strikeout for her today. But a mountain lion on every bag. As Ferguson pitches, it's a nub shot to third. Matazowski fields cleanly off of 1 hop and throws out Lewis at first, 5-3. Concord leaves them loaded in the 4th. Nicolette Ferguson brings her fire hose to the party to keep the Mountain Lions scoreless. 3-2, Carson-Newman carries a lead to the bottom of the 4th. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large 1-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large 1-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
This is Carson-Newman.
Winter Morris leads things off for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the fourth inning, swinging and missing at the first pitch from Madison Hollis, and she's down in the count 0-1. Hollis, 3 innings of work. The pitch, Morris tips foul off the plate, 0-2. 3 innings of work for Hollis, 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned, a walk and a strikeout for her. No extra base hits for Carson-Newman here in the nightcap, as Morris looks for the 3rd hit of her freshman campaign. The 0-2, Morris, tardy, swings and misses. She's down on strikes, and Hollis gets her 17th strikeout of the season and her 2nd of Game 2 of this doubleheader. 1 out for Mary Vandergriff. Base is empty, bottom 4 in a 3-2 ball game favoring Carson-Newman. Vandergriff, an infield single to short her first time up. Hollis pitches, and Vandergriff takes a strike at the belt, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch is a changeup. Vandergriff slices it in and out of the glove of the second baseman Raines, who recovers and throws her out at first, 4-3. Hard hit by Mary Vandergriff, as evidenced by it shooting out of Raines' glove. But she had the wherewithal to keep it in front of her, scoop it off the turf, and throw out Vandergriff by 2 steps at first base. 2 up, 2 down for Hollis, trying to face the minimum for the first time here in the nightcap as Abby Martin stands in and takes a first pitch strike at the handles, 0-1. Martin 0 for 1 with a walk and a ground out to second. Base is empty. The pitch taken high for a ball. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Eagles leading 3-2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hollis, the pitch. Martin swings and misses. Touch tardy, 1-2. Hollis trying to motor through the minimum. 58 pitches, 38 for strikes in 3 2/3 innings. The pitch, Martin will golf into shallow left center field. That's down for a base hit. Martin thought about trying for 2 as she rounded first, but held up as Morgan scoots into the alleyway and gets the throw in back to the infield quickly. So a 2-out single for Abby Martin sets the table for Trinity Brooks. Lefty stands in as Brooks swings at the first pitch. Chopper to third. Picked up by Garvey. Throw to first in time to get Brooks 5-3. Eagles unable to keep the line moving after the 2-out Martin knock. And it's a 3-2 ball game through 4. Hollis, Morgan, Klein, 4, 5, and 6. Middle third of the order due up for the Mountain Lions when we come back after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Pitcher Hollis leads things off for Concord here in the top of the 5th. Swinging at the first pitch and driving it back up the box for a leadoff single. Multi-hit effort for Hollis. And Concord has the leadoff batter on base for a fourth time in 5 innings. 3-2 Eagles leading, top of the fifth. 7th hit of the day for Concord. And Concord head coach Alyssa Morris has her lineup card out for a pinch runner for Hollis. Kayla McCraw will come in to run. So you got McCraw running at first base for Morgan, who's driven in 2 runs already today. First pitch to her is low for a ball, 1-0. Morgan, a sacrifice fly in the first, an RBI double in the third. 4:55 batter stands in as Ferguson pitches. Swing and a bouncer to Dye at short. Throws to Warder for the lead runner. Throw to first, not in time to get the batter Morgan. So McCraw retired off the fielder's choice. 6-4. 1 out. Morgan takes McCraw's place at first. And Klein comes to the plate. First pitch, Klein takes low for a ball, 1-0. Klein is 0 for 2 in the nightcap. Ground out to first, a fly out to right. The pitch burns the turf for a ball, 2-0. I shouldn't say ground out to first. It's because it was a ground out to right field, a 9-3 putout. Ended the first inning when it looked like Concord was set to hang a crooked number. 2-0. Klein comes through on a pitch outside. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-2 Eagles leading. The pitch. Change up. Hits in the turf for ball 3. 3-1 to Klein. Ferguson, an inning of relief from the starter, Sierra Rogers, has had to work around 2 hits thus far. Here's the 3-1. That misses for ball 4. Third walk issued by Carson-Newman pitching today. With 1 out, the Mountain Lions have 2 on base, trailing 3-2 in the top of the 5th. The second baseman, Raines, who's 2 for 2 here in the nightcap. First pitch to Raines is a changeup low for a ball, 1-0. Raines has doubled to right center and singled back up the box. As Morgan on second, Klein on first. Ferguson winds and delivers the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 3-2 Eagles leading in the top of the 5th. Ferguson sights the sign and pitches. It's in the turf for a ball, 2-1. Close the book on Sierra Rogers. 3 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Struck out 3 and walked 2. 75 pitches, 44 for strikes for Rogers. Here's the 2-1. Check swing at a strike at the handles, 2-2 to Raines. Started this day with exclusively sunny skies. Now a pretty good blanket of cloud cover taking hold here on the banks of Mossy Creek. Ferguson, the 2-2. Taken off the plate away for a ball, 3-2. That one did not miss by much. Count loaded up on Raines. Morgan on second. Klein on first for the Mountain Lions, trailing 3-2 in the top of the 5th. Ferguson twirls up the payoff pitch. It's in tight for ball 4. Back-to-back free passes, and the Mountain Lions have them loaded for the third baseman, Garvey. Garvey's 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice and a ground out. But going to get another change for the Mountain Lions. Klein is going to come out from second base, and Delaney Falk will pinch run for her. We got Morgan on third, Falk on second, Raines on first for Garvey, who's hitting .400 with runners in scoring position this season and has 4 RBI on the year. 1 out, bases loaded. Ferguson pitches, and Garvey takes the first pitch strike at the belt, 0-1. 3-2, Eagles leading, top of the 5th inning. Concord with an opportunity here. After back-to-back 1-out walks to load them up. 0-1, Ferguson pitches. A changeup for a strike at the knees. She's in the driver's seat at 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ferguson trying to work out of the jam. The 0-2. Bounced to the right side of the circle. Warder will charge. Underhand flip to first. Not in time. Warder had to take a long road to the ball to dance around Raines, and her underhand toss does not make it to first in time. It's a game-tying infield single for Garvey as Morgan scores, and it's a 3-3 ball game in the top of the 5th. Still bases loaded for the Mountain Lions for the catcher Gleason. Slow roller hitting to no man's land, and with traffic on the base paths, it was a tough play for Kennedy Warder. First pitch to Gleason is taken inside for a ball, 1-0. Concord started this inning with a leadoff single for Hollis before she was replaced on the fielder's choice by Morgan. Pitch a strike, 1-1. Then you had back-to-back walks for Raines and Klein to load the bases. And an infield single for Garvey to second ties this game at 3-3. Ferguson the 1-1. Popped in the air, foul ground, third base side. It's on top of the roof of Concord's dugout. And out of play, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3 runs off of 8 hits and 2 errors for the Mountain Lions. They've left 7 on base. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. 5 left for the Eagles. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, chopped, back up the box. Dive field, steps on second, throw to first, not in time. But Concord takes the lead on an RBI fielder's choice by Gleason. Falk scores standing. Garvey's retired, 6 unassisted on the play. Raines moves to third, and it gives Concord a 4-3 lead. Mountain Lions hang their first crooked number. And up comes Stacy. First pitch to her, bounce to Warder at second. Routine for her, picks it up on the second bounce and throws to first to put away Stacy. But not before an infield single and a fielder's choice push Concord in front. It's 4-3 as we come to the bottom of the 5th inning. Back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Macy Hughes leads things off for the Eagles in the bottom of the fifth as Carson-Newman trails for the second time today. Eagles were down 1-0 after the top half of the first, but grabbed a lead thanks to a two-run single from Macaulay Bailey. Concord has taken a 4-3 lead as we come to the bottom of the fifth as Hollis pitches to Hughes. Low for a ball, 1-0. Thanks to a two-run top of the fifth, the Mountain Lions plate 2 runs on an infield single from Garvey. Pitch inside for a ball, 2-0 to Hughes. And then an RBI fielder's choice from the 9-hole hitting Morgan Gleason to drive in her 5th run of the season. Here's the 2-0. Hughes watches it scoot low for a ball. It's 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes to Macy Hughes. 4-3, Concord leads Carson-Newman. The 3-0. Hughes watches it for ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to start off the Eagles in the bottom of the 5th inning. And that brings Macaulay Bailey to the plate. Bailey's 1 for 2 with a run scored. She drove in 2 with her first at-bat of the nightcap and then reached on a fielder's choice in the 3rd and scored an unearned run. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off of Concord's dugout, 0-1. The 0-1. Bailey watches it cut low for a ball, 1-1.
Thank you. It's getting too dark. Can't see.
1 ball, 1 strike to Macaulay Bailey. 1-1. Bailey smashes past the diving shortstop Lacey. It rolls into left where Morgan scoops it up. Bailey taking off her second, sliding in underneath the tag. She legs out an aggressive double. How about that for Macaulay Bailey with the wheels? To leg out the double and give the Eagles 2 in scoring position for Brooke Matizowski. Tying and go-ahead runs 60 and 120 feet away, respectively, for Brooke Matizowski. She's 0 for 2 in the nightcap, though. Hollis pitches. Matizowski swings. 0 for 2, no more. It's a base hit back up the box and rolls past the center fielder Privet. Matizowski motoring into second. She clears the bases, and the Eagles lead. It's a 2-run double for Brooke Matizowski. And Carson-Newman is back on the front foot, 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back-to-back doubles for Bailey and Matizowski. And the Eagles are back on the front foot for Hayden Dye. Dye swings, stings it into right. That's down for a base hit. Matizowski gets the wave around third as the throw is cut off in the circle by Hollis. She slides in safely. Dye drives her in with her 5th RBI of the season, and it's a 6-4 lead for Carson-Newman. Back-to-back-to-back rips for Carson-Newman. Concord will make a call to the pen. Pitching change for the Mountain Lions. More on Concord's new pitcher and some other changes when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
We're waiting to get the official confirmation on Concord's changes, but what I think has happened is that Hollis has come out of the game. By the way, Concord not playing with a DP or a flex here in the nightcap. I believe Hollis stays in and goes to first, and Irvin is being entered in the 6 hole in place of Klein. I believe that is what has been done. Josie Irvin pitched earlier today, 2 2/3 of 3-hit shutout ball. And Kennedy Warder comes in with 3 across here in the bottom of the 5th for Carson-Newman. First pitch to Warder is a strike. The pitch. Warder flips it foul, 0-2. Nothing and 2 to Warder. Irvin pitches. And Warder takes off the plate for a ball. It's 1-2. Brooke Matazowski, 2 RBI double, a RBI single to right for Hayden Dye. And Carson-Newman has roared in front 6-4. The 1-2. Warder slams into center field. Base hit for Kennedy Warder. The center fielder bobbles. Throw will bounce into no man's land between the circle and home plate, and the throwing error by the center fielder Privet allows Warder to move to second. Dye takes third base on the play. And there's 2 in scoring position. Still nobody out for the Eagles. Here in the bottom of the 5th, and Winter Morris fouls off the first pitch she gets. It's 0-1. 4 straight knocks for Carson-Newman. 6 runs off of 10 hits for the Eagles. And the line keeps moving for Carson-Newman. The 0-1. Morris takes on the outside edge for a strike, 0-2. Morris 0 for 2 here in the nightcap with a ground out and a strikeout. Nobody out. Dye and Warder in scoring position for the Eagles. Irvin pitches. And Morris fists a high pitch foul to the backstop. It's 0-2. 6-4 Eagles leading. Concord had taken a 4-3 lead with a 2-run top of the 5th, but the Eagles have answered the bell. The 0-2 change up. Morris knocks foul to the right and out of play. Keeps the count at 0-2. A 2 RBI double for Brooke Matazowski. An RBI single to right for Hayden Dye. 0-2. Winter Morris hits in the air to right center field. That's down for a base hit. The center fielder Privet cuts it off. Charging around third and scoring sliding is Kennedy Warder. It's a 2 RBI single for Winter Morris. And the Eagles keep playing add-on. The first 6 in the inning have reached for the Eagles. The last 5 have hit successfully. Winter Morris, a gap shot to right center. And Carson-Newman will bring in a pinch runner for her. Bailey Worley will run for the Eagles at first base with Mary Vandergriff coming to the plate. 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th for the Eagles, an 8-4 lead on the Mountain Lions. Irvin pitches, and it's fouled backing out of play, 0-1. Vandergriff 1 for 2. An infield single to short and a ground out to second. Carson-Newman has exploded for a 5-run fifth. Still nobody out. The 0-1. Vandergriff takes off the plate for a ball, 1-1. The runs have come tumbling out of this inning for Carson-Newman. In response to the 2-run top of the fifth, the 1-1. Vandergriff line drive to first. It's right into Hollis's mitt, and that brings her to the bag, and it's a double play. Worley doubled up. Hard luck there for Mary Vandergriff. Quickly 2 away for Abby Martin. The Eagles' streak of 5 straight knocks comes to a close. Ball came screaming off of Vandergriff's bat just right at the defender Hollis. Pitch upstairs to Abby Martin to begin her at-bat, 1-0. Martin's 1 for 2 with a run scored. 8-4 Eagles leading, bottom of the 5th inning. The 1-0. Martin shoots into the air to right. Stacy retreats back, settles under it, and makes the grab to put away Martin. But the Eagles respond. 5 straight hits, 2 runs on a Matazowski double, an RBI single for Hayden Dye, and a 2-run single for Winter Morris. And Carson-Newman back in the driver's seat with an 8-4 lead on the Mountain Lions. We head to the 6th after these messages on the Eagle Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Privet leads off the top of the 6th with a bunt single to the catcher Bailey. And Concord has the leadoff batter aboard for a 5th time in 6 innings. 8-4 Eagles leading here in the top of the 6th. A 5-run 5th. The difference maker right now for Carson-Newman. 9th hit of the day for Concord as Lewis comes in. First pitch to Lewis is taken low for a ball, 1-0. Lewis, 0 for 2, a walk, a strikeout, but she reached on that strikeout on a wild pitch and scored a run and a ground out, 1-0. Upstairs for a ball, 2-0 to Lewis. Two and 0. Ferguson pitches. Tipped foul by Lewis, 2-1. The pitch. Taken low for a ball. It's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Lewis after a leadoff bunt single for Privet. Ferguson. The pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. Back-to-back base runners reach for the Mountain Lions to start the top of the 6th inning. 8-4 Eagles leading as the pitcher Hollis stands in. Hollis with a multi-hit effort, and we have reached the end of the line for Nicolette Ferguson. Carson-Newman will make a change in the circle. More on that when we come back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Kaylee Bowers is the new Eagle hurler. She comes on in relief of Nicolette Ferguson and offers a first pitch ball to Hollis. Second pitch is above the knees on the inner half for a strike. 1-1. Bowers, 4.20 ERA. In 10 innings of work, she's given up 19 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned with 2 walks and 5 strikeouts. Bowers, the 1-1. Is a change-up, knocked back up the middle. Dye knocks it down. Underhand scoop to Warder in time for 1. Throw to first, not in time to get Hollis. What a scoop and a knockdown by Hayden Dye. Hit it to the ground from her belly, flipped it up to Kennedy Warder to retire Lewis 6-4. Privet moves over to third, and there's runners on the corners with 1 out in the top of the 6th, and the Eagles leading 8-4 with Morgan to the plate. Bowers pitches, and Morgan takes a strike at the belt, 0-1. Pitch, tapped back to the circle. Throw to first is in time. Hughes comes home, but sliding underneath the tag is Privet. And Concord scores 1 on the ground out. Morgan retired 1-3. Hollis moves to second. Privet scores, and it's an 8-5 ball game. Brings up Irvin, the pitcher, hitting 125. And Irvin takes a strike, 0-1. I think you heard Michael Graves out of the dugout say, hey, try to go to second and turn 2. You do, you're out of the inning. Instead, it's an RBI ground out for Morgan. The pitch, swing and a miss. Ball popped out of Bailey's mitt. But Hollis wasn't leading off of second, and so there's no throw, and it's 0-2. 8-5 Eagles, top of the 6th inning. 0-2, 2 outs. The pitch. Just outside for a ball. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bowers brings the 1-2 to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 3, inning over. Bowers tallies a punch-out, her 6th of the season, and the Eagles limit the damage to 1. 8-5, Carson-Newman leads it as we head to the 6th. Brooks, Hughes, and Bailey looking to play add-on when we get back after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. world-class accredited academics, a faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me, a top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Trinity Brooks leads things off for Carson-Newman. Here in the home half of the sixth, swinging and missing at the first pitch she gets from Josie Irvin. And it's a 0-1 count. 8-5 Eagles leading. A 5-run fifth, the difference right now as Brooks fouls off the 0-1. Back into the right, 0-2 to her. Complicated game two after the Eagles won game one 6-0, looking for their first doubleheader sweep of the season against a Concord team that had won 7 straight coming in. The 0-2. Brooks swings and misses. She's down on strikes. Irvin with her 20th strikeout of the season and her first of the nightcap. And there's one away for the Eagles in the bottom of the sixth for Macy Hughes. 1 for 1 here in game two. She's laid down a sacrifice bunt. She's singled through the left side and walked and scored a run, and she takes on the outside edge for a strike to begin this at-bat at 0-1. 8-5 Eagles leading. Carson-Newman with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 5 in the fifth. The 0-1 high to Hughes. It's 1-1. Macaulay Bailey and Hayden Dye both working on multi-hit efforts here in the nightcap. Every Eagle in the order. Here's the 1-1. On the outside edge for a strike, 1-2 to Hughes. Every Eagle in the order here in game two has at least one hit. Again, Bailey and Dye with multi-hit efforts. 1-2 pitch. Hughes will hang high down the right field line. It is in foul ground and lands before either the first baseman Hollis or the right fielder Stacy could get over to it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch well upstairs to Macy Hughes. It's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 8 runs for the Eagles off of 11 hits. 5 runs off of 5 hits in that big fifth inning for Carson-Newman. The 2-2 downstairs for ball 3. Eagles haven't made an error in this one. They've left 5 on base. Concord probably is doing some what-if wondering. 5 runs off of 9 hits, 3 errors, and 10 left. The 3-2. Hughes 3 hops it into the hole at second, but Raines is there to pick it up at the waist and throw her out at first, 4-3. 2 up, 2 down for Macaulay Bailey. 2 for 3 with 2 driven in and 2 runs scored. 4 RBI for the afternoon for Bailey when you include her 2-run nuke from game number 1. Irvin pitches to her, and Bailey stings the first pitch off of the third baseman Garvey's glove. It bounces into the hole at short where Lewis picks it up. And no throw to first. It's an infield single for Macaulay Bailey on a screamer to third. Nice diving effort by Garvey. Kept it from getting into the outfield. Brings up Brooke Matazowski. 2 out and 1 on for the Eagles, leading 8-5, bottom of the sixth. First pitch to Matazowski's low for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Irvin checks her wrist and brings the 1-0 to the plate. Matazowski takes outside for a ball. It's 2-0. Matazowski, a 2 RBI double up the middle in her last at-bat. 1 for 3 for the Twin Bill. 2-0 pitch. Matazowski watches it shuffle outside for a ball. 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. 8-5. Eagles leading Concord. Irvin, the pitch. Matazowski takes for ball 4. 4-pitch walk. 2 out and 2 on for the Eagles. And Morgan Gleason comes out from behind home plate to have a word with her reliever, Josie Irvin. Irvin, an inning and 2/3, has given up 3 hits and a run. Hollis, a 4-inning start, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, 6 earned, with 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. The present standing, Nicolette Ferguson is in line for a win with Bowers, if she can close it out, in line for a save. Hayden Dye with a 2-for-3 day. She's reached successfully all 3 times she's been up. The middle of those was on an error as she takes a first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. Singled through the left side, reached on an E6, and then drove in a run with a single to right as Michael Graves has his lineup card out. And I think he is going to pinch run for Macaulay Bailey, and that indeed is the case. So Elena Smith comes into the game to run for Bailey at second base. Brooke Matazowski stays on first. 2 out, and the Eagles looking to pad the lead up 8-5 in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1. Downstairs to Dye. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. 8 runs off of 12 hits for the Eagles here in the nightcap. 5 runs off of 9 hits for Concord. 1-1. Line drive back up the box. Base hit for Hayden Dye. Elena Smith gets the wave around third. She scores standing. Clutch 2-out hitting for Hayden Dye. Her 3rd hit of the nightcap. She drives in her 2nd run in the form of Elena Smith, and the Eagles stretch it back to a 4-run lead. 9-5 off the 13th hit of the afternoon here in the bottom of the 6th. Kennedy Warder comes up. She singled to center her last time up. Irvin deals to her. The lefty fires a first pitch strike on the outer black at the handles. 0-1 to Warder. 9-5, Eagles leading Concord here in the nightcap, trying to sweep its first twin bill of the season. The 0-1. Warder hits in the air down the right field line, sinking, but not quick enough as Kylie Stacy ranges over to the chalk and retires Warder. But the Eagles do a little more damage. A 2-out single from Hayden Dye, and Carson-Newman carries a 9-5 lead into the 7th inning. We return after these messages. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Carson-Newman makes a couple of defensive changes. Elena Smith enters in the field at second base, and Kennedy Warder replaces Macaulay Bailey behind the plate. Smith comes into the field in place of Macaulay Bailey, and the order is Bowers' first pitch to Raines is outside for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a bouncer, back up the box. Dye ranges behind the second base bag. Shortstop gobbles it up and throws on the run to first to retire Raines, 6-3. One up, one down, 9-5 Eagles leading in the top of the 7th inning for the third baseman, Garvey. Garvey, 1 for 2 here in the nightcap as Bowers stands in and pitches. It's on the outside edge for a strike, 0-1. Garvey, a sacrifice bunt, a ground out to short, and an RBI single to her name today. 0-1. Popped into the air first base side, twisting foul and out of play. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes and an out. Adam Cavalier, happy to have you on hand for this doubleheader. Bowers looking to close up shop and earn the save. The 0-2. Tipped foul off of home plate. Garvey stays alive. Director today has been Andrew Rogers, our replay operator Ian Johnson, and our fantastic camera crew, Jamie Pay, Joshua Butts, and Rick Gintahome. Glad that you've joined us on this Sunday afternoon from the Vic. The 0-2 is a changeup lofted into the hole at short. It's past Die, rolling into left field where Brooks picks it up. It's a one-out single for Garvey. She's got a multi-hit effort. And Concord has a one-out base runner. 2 outs to make up 4 runs to extend this game. 9-5 Eagles lead here in the top of the 7th with Gleason to the plate. Bowers. Wheels and deals. Gleason pops it foul off of third and onto the hillside. It's 0-1. One. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 9-5. Carson-Newman leads top of the 7th. The 1-1. Taken off the plate away for ball 2. It's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Garvey stands on first for the Mountain Lions. Bowers, 2-1 pitch. Sliced to left center field. That's down for at least 1. Rounding first is Gleason. She goes for 2 as the throw bounces away from the cutoff Die, and that allows Gleason to scramble over to third and Garvey to score. It's a 3-run game. So it's a double for Gleason to left center, and then she moves to third on the muffed throw by Die. Credit an E6 there. Garvey scores on the error. And for the moment, the run is unearned. 9-6. Eagles leading with Stacy to the plate. Swings at the first pitch, lifts it to straightaway center field. Martin going back. She makes the grab, tagging from third, and scoring is Garvey. It's a 2-run game, 9-7, on the sacrifice fly to center field from Stacy. That does make, for those of you scoring at home, Garvey's run an earned run. 9-7 Eagles leading, bases empty. Mountain Lions down to their final outs. Swing and a miss by Privet at the first pitch. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. 9-7 Eagles leading. The 0-1 popped foul toward Davis Street. It's 0-2. If you're Carson-Newman, you'll gladly trade the out to empty the bases for the run. 0-2. Bowers pitches to Privet. Privet swings, pops it in foul ground, third base side. Matazowski under it. She grabs it in front of the Concord dugout. Book it. Ball game. Carson-Newman prevails. Eagles use a 5-run fifth inning to create separation and win a slugfest in the nightcap, 9-7 over the Concord Mountain Lions. Eagles sweep their first doubleheader of the season and improve to 4-8, and a Concord team that had won 7 consecutive coming into this twin bill falls to 7-3. Carson-Newman opens the doors to the Vicky Kazee Hollifield softball complex with 2 wins. Back at it Tuesday against Kentucky State at 1 p.m. For our entire cast and crew, our director today, Andrew Rogers, replay operator Ian Johnson, and our camera crew, Rick Ginta-Home, Jamie Pay, and Joshua Butts. I'm Adam Cavalier. Thanks for joining us. Once again, the final score from the Vicky Kazee Hollifield softball complex. Eagles prevail in the nightcap 9-7. They sweep the twin bill with a